Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Well, Nick Collier here, and we've got another project on the line here. I actually bought this thing. Actually, I bought it in pieces. This part here, I bought, and it had a 6-inch wheel on it, and I bought that at a garage sale, I think for $5 or something like that, with the motor. And then later on, I bought the belt sander for $12 at a garage sale. Well, I think it was at a flea market in LA. And I married the two together and got them working. And, you know, they never quite worked well, but they worked. And it's been 25 years. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I got the miles out of it. So why not go in and fix it up and put some new bushings in it. The bushings are a little bit worn. What do you think? Just a little bit. And you know, get the thing back up and running again. So we're gonna just kind of take it apart and see how bad it is. Let's get the belt off of here. And yeah, I'd say it's got just a little bit of wear to it. I mean, not bad, especially for 25 years. This part here is not bad at all, actually. I think it's probably got a roller bearing in there or something like that. We're going to pull that apart and rebuild that. And certainly this part here, we'll get this out and probably go in and rebore our holes here. Put some bronze sleeves in there, probably do a new shaft because this is cast iron to steel, and you know, the wear on it is showing. And then I'll bring you into the back part later on once we get it that far down. But hey, that's the next project on the line, and now that we have a little bit of free time in the shop, I can do stuff like this. So stick with me. We're going to have rebuilding fun today. All right, let's take this barrel out, and I'm hoping at the same time that the shaft comes out. Everybody's happy. Well, it's definitely worn. Let's see, how can we get that out? Let's get a brass hammer. I know I've got one here somewhere. How about a dead blow hammer? That ought to do it. It's backed up against something, that's for sure. All right, so maybe we can take it out this way. It definitely wants to come out that way. I'm wondering, because I'm not seeing any set screws here, and I'm wondering if somebody welded this on. And it could have been me. I'm guilty, just like the rest of us. So we're gonna actually, it looks like it doesn't want to come. Something's coming. Not sure what it is. Wow. You're going to see this in a while. That shaft is worn down to about 1/4 inch. So, but we are slipping out, so that's good. I think I'm going to get me a drift, and all right, and we're going to tap it with a sledge. Something gave way. All right, well, we got our barrel out. Looks like there's a couple of spacers for semi-chewed up ones, that's for sure. All right, well, maybe we just keep going. There we go. Well, it looks like there was some bronze in there at one point. This actually may be made of bronze, but they are so worn out. And look what happened to this. This is pretty cool. This thing literally wore down that far. Huh. And sure enough, yep, I did weld it. But, you know, I can go in and just kind of bore it out a little bit and break that weld and reuse this pulley. I may have made this pulley 20-something years ago. But we've got our basic shaft. We've got pretty sloppy... let's see if I can get that over there so you can see it. Pretty sloppy there. I'm sure it's going to be sloppy over here. Yeah, I'd say very sloppy. We want to take a measurement of our hole because we want a bushing to go in there. And we're sitting at 700. So I'm guessing we bore it out to 750, which would give us a 3/4 hole. And what's the size of this one? Same thing, 700. So 3/4 hole for both of these. Well, I don't know. Probably better to go in there and bore them out before we try to come up with a size. Let's see if we can get this off. Yeah, that comes right off. No problem. Oh, it's not in too bad a shape, huh? My God. All right, well, obviously, not sure what we're going to do with that. I think that's cast iron. Yep, that's part of this. Well, maybe not. It might not be. Oh, yeah, here's a screw hole. So that's a sleeve. We can make a new sleeve on that. Let's go in there and clean that out a little bit and see if we can get it out. big, too small. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. You know, Harbor Freight, I'm guessing this is Harbor Freight from many years ago. One bolt is metric, the next bolt is American. Who knows, the next bolt might be English. But that came loose, and that's going to pop right out. Look at that, nice. Well, one thing about Harbor Freight stuff is they do plan in rebuilds. They give you enough room sometimes. In this case, they definitely gave me enough room to rebuild this beast. And maybe it comes out this way. I mean, it got to the point where this thing just wouldn't work anymore. I'd say that hole was just a little bit worn out. What do you think? And that, is that a bronze bushing? No, it couldn't be. Yeah, there is a bronze bushing in there. And it just wore right through the bronze and right into the other part. What do we have in here? Probably just straight cast to cast. Well, there might be a bronze bushing in there. I'm feeling an edge. Anyhow, we got a couple of rebuilds to do, which is not too bad. And we will be back. Okay, well, I ordered some bushings for that for the sander, and you know, they're on their way. I'm guessing 3 or 4 days or so before they get here. In the meantime, we can go ahead and rebuild our shaft. You know, it's a little bit worn down, and but what we have to do first is I believe that I made this pulley 25 or so years ago, and I welded it on the end. So what I'm going to do is drill it out and unweld it so that I can use it on the next shaft. So hang in there with me. Let's drill out a pulley. All right, so we'll start with a fairly small drill bit. Let's give that a try. Well, it didn't exactly be centered, but it's centered enough, and I think we'll be able to pull this off. So we jumped through to an open space on the inside, so I know that we're in good shape there. I'm thinking we go to somewhere in the 11/16 category, whatever size this happens to be. I'm thinking that might actually have done it. Not quite. But you know what? It could be a press fit. I'm thinking we'll put it on the press and see if we can just press that out. So let's go. All right, there it is. We're gonna put some headphones on because this thing is noisy as hell. We'll drop this this little sleeve in, or this little popped it right out. Of course, got this a little bit stuck, but I think we can get that out. Maybe not. All right, we'll press it backwards. Nope, too big. That looks like it might work. All right, let's do it again. Yeah, that one's stuck a little bit, but I think I can just tap it out. In fact, it might be a little bit. We'll figure that out later. I got to bring this back up. All right, let's, I'll tap that out, and then we're going to start working on a shaft for this. All right, let's face this off and see what we got. Good start. We're going to put a center drill in there and take out the center. There we go. Start it again. All right, let's see how long this shaft is and how long we want it. Yeah, we got about an extra ½ inch on that end. That'll be plenty. Okay, maybe not there. More like there. Not a whole lot gripping it. But we're going to put a center on that end, and that should give us the support we need. Put a center in. And since we might actually be coming in a little bit close, I think what I'm going to do is put my long center in. Tighten this up. Start it up. All right, well, you can look and see where the taper is. It starts out here, well, what is it? Almost 3/4 of the shaft, and here it's less than 1/4 of the shaft. So we've got a certain amount of, let's see, too much this way. So we need to go back that way just a smidge. For the moment, I can't measure it, but I can take it back a bit, just to see where we're going. I mean, it's not a lot, that's for sure. Let's try it again. We're going to take a break there because I can see now that we're tapering in too far. So let's just stop it and bring it back. I took it about a ½ a turn, so we're going to bring it back about 1/4 of a turn. Oops. Give that a try. All right, now we got a full cut, so I can take a measurement. And we're looking at 727. And this is 727.5. I think that's probably close enough. doing it to lessen the vibration. It just kind of breaks up the harmonics a little bit. See, if I let it go, it starts vibrating again. And now we're getting close to the end, so it's not. Okay. And what's our measurement here? $728.5. So we're at, let's see, more like 728. And here we are at $726.5. So that's 1/1000th and a half in what, a foot? 14 inches or so. I can live with that. And we're going to take that right up against the wall. All right, so now come back, and our top measurement, the measurement for the pulley is, and since we're going to bore the pulley out, we're not really worried about tight measurements here, at least not at this point. We will be worried about them when we bore the pulley out. We're looking at 700 for the pulley right now. And what's our measurement here? 720 something? I think we could just leave it like that. 720 something. We're going to press it on, and then we're going to throw a weld on the end of it, because the last time I did this, it worked pretty well. So, you know, why change something if it works? So then the next thing we do is come from here to here, and that is from here. Where did that thing end? It ended pretty close. Okay, it goes all right, we'll just take it down to about within about 1/8 of an inch. So we're looking at let's go 3/4, 750. Yeah. 750 looks good to me. There's our 750. And then from there, we go down to our bushing size, which is, and the bushing, I believe, is 9/16. But you know what? I don't want it to be 9/16. So let's make it a thicker shaft. I like a thicker shaft. So 5, 6 to 5. Yep, 9/16. Uh-huh. So we'll take it up to 5/8, 625, and we'll call it good there. Now I'm thinking and what size is this shaft? Almost 3/4. Six 875 to 11/16. Let's see what this bushing looks like. Well, we can't tell too much from that, but we can get just a general idea of what the old size was. Yep, 5/8 or 11/16, 675. 685, 6875. So 11/16. I'm going to drop it down there. We've got our little bit of a shoulder there. Start it up. All right, we're about at 700 right now, so we need to go about 12 thousandths. We're going to take 10, count back. Five over, so let's just kick it back and run that 5. That's it right there. Okay, so we've let everything cool down, and now let's take a measurement, and we're looking at 685, 689, and $690. So a little bit of sandpaper work, and maybe even just a little bit of file work, and I think we're going to actually have something.